Hey everybody, Scott here with some concert news for you. Just got to say, things are getting out of hand. It's crazy. Every single day they're announcing new tours and new concerts. And I told you this before. Everybody who can still sing and hold an instrument is going to be touring this year. It's unbelievable. And I've got so many to talk about today. I'm just going to get right to it. But the bad news is Pearl Jam. They've postponed their tour because they're from Washington, and with the corona outbreak and stuff, I guess their area got hit pretty hard as far as U.S. goes anyway, United States. So they're going to postpone their tour because of the coronavirus. And so this gives you some time. They've got one single they just released, and Eddie Vedder, one of the most passionate singers I've seen, and a great grunge band from the 90s, but they released a single recently. I don't know if you've heard it, but go on Spotify or iTunes or something. I think it's called Blood. Give me a second. I've got it right here. Blood Moon? No, Super Blood Wolf Moon. That's their new single off their new album. And I played it the other day. Yeah, Super Blood Wolf Moon by Pearl Jam. Brand new, just released, and you can't even tell it's now. It's like out of the 80s. It's something, you got to listen to it. But in any case, Pearl Jam will be touring, and but they did postpone their tour, so that's some bad news. Scott Stapp from Creed. Talk about a grunge band from the 90s. Creed, one of the best. Scott Stapp's got a tour. He just announced it Monday. Pre-sale goes today is actually Tuesday, March 10th, by the way. Tickets for Scott Stapp pre-sale tomorrow, Wednesday, the 11th of March, 2020. And so if you're a Creed fan, and I saw him last year, and it was one of my best shows, and he played all the hits. He didn't mess around. He played all the hits from Creed. It was really good. And he threw a couple solo songs in there as well. But he's going to be a solo this year. I hear he's coming back with Creed. I'm going to get together with Mark Tremonti and the whole band, who I believe is now still working with and touring with Miles Kennedy. Alter Bridge is their name. But it's the Creed band with Miles Kennedy singing lead. And but anyway, Scott Stapp coming to town. He's doing a tour. The Struts, they're on tour. Now, if you've never heard of the Struts, check them out. They came out a couple years ago. I saw them last year with Glorious Sons, and they're absolutely fantastic. If the lead singer kind of gives me a Freddie Mercury vibe. So if you're a Queen lover, he's got this theatrical Eddie. I apologize, but just like Queen, but they're more theatrical, and they got a great sound. But Freddie Mercury is what he kind of reminds me of a little bit. But they've got their own thing going, and they are really good. The Struts, they're going on tour. They just announced, I forget the name of this tour, something rock, the big rock tour, but it's Ratt, Tom Keifer, who played with Cinderella, he's got his own band, Skid Row, and Slaughter. Okay, they just announced that. Tickets go on sale this Friday. Live Nation, I think you can get some pre-sale tomorrow. Now, by the way, Scott Stapp pre-sale, if you want the code, I've got it. But you got to hit me up in my comments. I'll check it. And if you want the pre-sale code for Scott Stapp, hit me up. I can get that to you. Okay, Jimmy Eat World fans, he's got a few guests coming. They're going on tour. King Crimson and the Zappa band. And I don't know if you recall, King Crimson's been around for 50 years. They're coming on. They got a tour coming. And they're going to have this band, the Zappa band, and obviously they do a lot of Frank Zappa. Okay, we've got some tours that have already been announced, but they're happening soon. So let's talk about this. First off, for my Detroiters, the rest of the show here is for us Detroit guys. All right, Pearl Jam's not coming to Detroit, so you're going to have to go to like Fort Wayne, Indiana if you want to see them. I think it's their closest they're coming. Scott Stapp will be at St. Andrews Hall June 7th. I've got the pre-sale. If you want to go to see Scott Stapp at St. Andrews Hall June 7th, I've got it. Hit me up in the comments. The Struts, Fort Wayne, Indiana, closest they're coming. That'll be June 27th. And they got a fantastic girl with her, JJ Wild. In fact, I got some video of JJ I might put on my channel, so if you want to check that out. She's pretty hot. She's from Kitchener, Ontario. She hangs out with the Glorious Sons. The Glorious Sons toured with the Struts. Well, the Struts picked her up, and she's going to be touring with them. Ratt, Cinderella, Tom Keifer, Skid Row, Slaughter. They're going to be playing Freedom Hill, the Michigan Lottery Amphitheater over here in Sterling Heights, Michigan on June 9th. So if you're a Ratt fan, June 9th, Freedom Hill. They go on sale this Friday, the 13th of March. Jimmy Eat World, they are playing. They've got a few guests, Front Bottoms and a couple others. Pre-sale tomorrow, Wednesday, the 11th of March. Go on sale Friday. They will be playing the Fillmore, I believe. Yes, the Fillmore, August 21st. King Crimson, Meadowbrook. Great venue. If you've never been to Meadowbrook over there at Oakland Community College, it's fantastic. June 26th, King Crimson and the Zappa Band. Now, if you guys want something to do, I forgot one that was announced. Maren Morris. You ever hear of her? Maren Morris. She's from Texas. Okay, she kind of hung out in Nashville for a while. She's young. I bet she's early 20s. And she's absolutely killing it. And she has this country vibe, but she kind of switched over and she's doing a lot of pop now. And Maren Morris, Maren, check this girl out. Freedom Hill, August 22nd. She's doing a whole tour, and this girl can sing. This girl's talented. And Maren Morris, check her out August 27th at Freedom Hill for you Detroit guys. If you want something to do tonight, I got a couple things for you. It's March 10th. It's Tuesday, all right? At least I think it's Tuesday. March 10th in Detroit. They have this place that just opened up. In fact, the grand opening isn't until Friday the 13th. And they're going to be doing a St. Patrick's Day weekend. But who remembers Chelios's Chili or Chili Chelios or whatever that place was called over there in Adams by Comerica Park? Well, they closed it down, right? They've done some things with the inside with like a little radio station, and then you can watch bands play on the radio and stuff, and there's a bar. But upstairs, they turned the roof into a bar, and it's called the Tin Roof. And it had a soft opening last night. And tonight, they got the Powell brothers. The Powell brothers are kind of a country duo, and they're playing there tonight. I believe it's free, 5:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. This looks like a great venue, and I wanted to go. I just can't make it. But the Tin Roof, Detroit, I think it's the old Chelly's Chili. 47 Adams, I think is the address, if I recall. But it's right by Comerica, and it's a kitty corner, I guess, from the Fillmore and the Fox Theater. And they got those big parking lots right there. And I tell you what, in the comments, if you want to click on a link, I've got a link to this parking app I use on my phone. It's called ParkWiz. You get discounted parking. You can schedule it right on your phone. It says, yep, I'm going to go see, the Powell brothers at the Tin Roof. Boom. And it's right next door. And you can just walk around the corner, and there's the bar. And you can go up to the Tin Roof, and you get, I think, $5 off parking. And you can just do it right from your phone before you even go. You can do it days in advance. And this app is good for all major cities across the country. All right, so check that out. It's called ParkWiz. Just click on it, and you'll get a discounted parking. It's right across the street from the Fox and the Fillmore, or you can go to Comerica Park or the LCA. It's right there. So it's great parking, and they've got lots all over the city as well. But have you heard of Allie Brook? Now, she was part of, and I talked about this in one of my other videos, Allie Brook's playing tonight at the shelter. I know you can still get seats. At least it was available earlier today. Allie Brook, she is a fantastic singer that used to be with Fifth Harmony. And they were on that Simon Cowell's show. Not the first one he had. It was called The X Factor. And he took 5 girls that were teenagers, put them together in a group called them Fifth Harmony, and they toured the world. And they've sold millions of albums. And she broke away. Allie broke away is doing her solo gig, and I checked her out. She's fantastic, and she's playing The Shelter. I've got a little video on my YouTube link of The Shelter. At least I believe so. I'll put it on if I don't. But The Shelter's got a new bar. They kind of redesigned it a little bit. It's in the basement of St. Andrew's Hall. And that's a fantastic place to see a show, especially if there's not a lot of people. And it only seats about 200 people. And so it's a great venue to see it. Allie Brook, fantastic performer. She's going to be at The Shelter tonight, the 10th of March. Okay, here's something for you Allman Brother fans. All right, so they've got this this concert tonight. If you want to sit home and watch something pretty cool, you can go see the Allman Brothers tonight and sit on your couch. That's right, they're going to be live streaming on Nugs TV. NUGS.TV. Nugs TV for $29.99. You can get HD. For like $49.99, you can get 4K. But if you like the Allman Brothers, and they're going to have some special guests coming tonight, but they're going to be on Nugs TV. You can stream it live. This is their reunion tour, and they're playing, what's that famous place in New York? I forget, Carnegie Hall or something. But yeah, Allman Brothers tonight. Also, tomorrow, anybody ever heard of Dermot Kennedy? Dermot Kennedy. D-E-R-M-O-T Kennedy. I never heard of the guy, but somebody's told me about it, and I started listening to it, and I'm like, wow. Yeah, Dermot Kennedy's playing the Fillmore tomorrow, Wednesday the 11th of March. The Fillmore, Detroit. You can still get tickets. You can park right across the street with that Park Whiz app and get $5 off. Dermot Kennedy, he's unique and he's good. And next time he comes around, I'm going. I can't go tomorrow, though. But he's fantastic. And talking with a friend of mine, her daughter goes to see him every time. And this is like the 10th time or 7th time she's gone. And her mother's like, what in the heck? You going to see him again, huh? But yeah, he's that good. And there's a bunch of other stuff I want to talk to you guys about. I'm going to leave you with that. We got Matt Meeson coming up. We got this boater event on the Lake St. Clair I was going to tell you about. They got like 3 or 4 bands going to play. You can go there on your boat, check it out. We got the Sterling Fest I'm going to talk about. There's a few others here that I'm just going to save for some other shows. Def Leppard, Motley Crue, I think I talked about them. But what I didn't know was Joan Jett's going to be with them as well, which is kind of cool. All right, guys, if you have any questions, just hit me up in the comments. If you want that discount code for Scott Stapp, hit me up in the comments. Check out the links for the Park Whiz app. Also, I'll throw that little video about the shelter if you've never been there. I just walked around the shelter one day and took a video of it. And I will get back with you on these other ones. And once again, please, on YouTube, you got to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you'll be the first to know when new stuff pops up. And I think there's one thing I wanted to mention too, and I just can't seem to find it here in my notes. I will get you on the next video. Peace out.